Hello, grade 11s. I hope you guys are having a good week. I'm in Fort Francis right now, and hopefully I'm having a good week too. Yesterday, I gave you a new assignment where you had to reproduce a magazine cover. This is a lead up to designing your own magazine. And you'll see that this is a different one that I had yesterday. This is because I want us to talk about images today. And what I would normally do is I would just take a picture of a student holding a football and I would crop them out and put them on the cover. Just for now, I've gone into Photoshop. And I've just found this image here that I've just ripped off the internet. I realize I'm copywriting. I'm asking you to take your own photographs and reproduce the magazine with your own photographs, and that's what I would normally do. But what I've done right now is you guys have gotten familiar with Photoshop, and what I've done is I've just cropped this guy out. Okay, so I've used the lasso tool, cropped him out, and I pasted him in his own layer. What's the nice thing about InDesign is that all the Adobe products are pretty they can mix one between the other. They're very cross-platformable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just save this file down, and I'm just going to call it running, and I'm just going to throw it. You can just throw it in your My Documents. I've got a folder going on this folder right here. Okay. So I've just got that file. Now, say if I want to, I'm in this file. I've got this in its own layer, like I showed you the other day. I've got this layer locked, so I can't touch it. And then I've got this layer is just waiting for me to just put my own artwork in. And I can hide this, and I can show it when I want to. In this layer, what I want to do is I want to just import the picture that I just used. In InDesign, it's called placing. Okay, and I'm just going to go get that image that I just had. I called it running. That's right here. Okay. And you can see the nice thing about it is that when you import it, it preserves the transparency. I realize that it looks all pixelated. That's normal. Because InDesign is used for you can do like 100-page magazines with it. And so if you were to load like thousands of high-res images into the publication, chances are it would crash. So that's why it just loads in these low-resolution versions of it. But when you go to print, it would be okay. So what I can do is I can just bring my box down and I can crop into the picture like so, or I can use the free transform tool. Let's just select it and just use the free transform tool and just bring the whole thing down after I've cropped it. And then if I use the direct selection tool, I can change the picture within my bounding box. Okay, so the solid arrow tool kind of manipulates the bounding box. Okay, and then this manipulates the image inside, and then the free transform tool does like everything. Okay, so what I want to do, I just want to start making it look like this. I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to have a red background, but I'm going to put in just have a plain red background, but I'm going to put in a photo background later on. Excuse me. So let's just draw a box in the background. I'm going to just click on this tool, and it's a rectangle tool. I'm going to just draw this rectangle, and you can see in the attributes it has this is the stroke and this is the fill color. If I click on this a little bit, I can give the fill color some attributes, and then if I click on this, I can do like the black stroke around it, the outline around it. I can adjust it. Let's get rid of the black outline, and so all I got to do is these are also my attributes up here. This is my fill color, and this is the stroke color, the outline. I can just select none, and I just got rid of it. The fill color, I can also let's just do it for that color for now, which actually matches this pretty well. I'm just going to throw that in, and that's just going to be my background color right now. Now, I can, right now it's on top of my photo. I can go right click and I can go arrange, and then I can send to back, which will put it in behind this guy right here. Okay, now before I do this, let's just move this guy out of the way, and I'm going to just try and scale him to the size that roughly about the size of this guy. Now it's going to be, his feet are cut off, it's going to be different. So but we can just, so I've made my bounding box about the same size as the page, and then I'm going to click on this, the actual image itself, and I'm enlarging the image. So yeah, mine is slightly different, but that's okay. Now, why would I do this? Let's move that over and move this guy back. Okay, so now you can see we're starting to get into their version and our version, and before long our version is going to be pretty slick looking. In fact, why don't I just take this resolution, and we're gonna make it slick right now just by we're gonna go to a higher resolution preview. I can go view, and it's display performance, and I can go to a high quality display performance, which is meant for exactly that. That's looking a little bit better. Okay, so now if you wanted to put in your Sports Illustrated type, the nice thing about that, okay, if I did my Sports Illustrated type, and we go okay, I just typed it in. I'm gonna just enlarge that to about 100 right now, and then I'm gonna somewhat similar font. I'm gonna go to Impact, which is a very similar font. Okay, now I realize this is wrong right now. I'm just going to, but we're gonna go with it right now. The nice thing about this is that now if I have the red in the background, I have the type. If I click on our hero here and I go to arrange and bring to front, then now this type is starting to look like this. Okay, so this is a really quick little tutorial. You're good for today. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how we're going to make this type look a heck of a lot more like this. Okay, so so you have a good day, get to work, and you'll probably want to work on some photography and cropping it out like you did there. Okay, thanks very much.